By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hi.
Hello.
ano nga ba pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural bako pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough like Mama.
Hop movers, biyahe, delivery, panalo sa Hop Movers, extra kita at savings, sa backloading delivery, asenso ang negosyo, sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento, sa Hop Movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo, sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento, sa Hop Movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hi.
Hello.
ano nga ba pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural bako pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough like Mama.
Hop movers, biyahe, delivery, panalo sa Hop Movers, extra kita at savings, sa backloading delivery, asenso ang negosyo, sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento, sa Hop Movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo, sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento, sa Hop Movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.
Magandang gabi and welcome to the finals. We are on our last day of the WIC Open 2020. And of course, here we are at the championship stage where our two best teams will go all out to fight glory and honor for themselves for our first ever WIC Open. Good evening, everyone. My name is Percy and with me is Leo. We will be shoutcasting and hosting the action for you tonight. Kamusta ka, Leo? How are you today?
Okay naman, it's a holiday. Again, maligayang araw ni Bonifacio. I hope you guys are all well rested. And if ever nagtrabaho kayo today, well, time to kick your feet up, get a drink or some snacks dahil we're gonna be in for the long haul. It's gonna be a best of 7 between these two very strong teams, HB Trojans and Austere Force. And what an honor it is to be broadcasting it live for you guys. Pero legit, okay lang ako, Pers. Medyo pagod kasi nga yung weekend, nagtrabaho ako, rekta. But again, I think I still have a little bit left in the tank to be able to bring some insight for this one. So hopefully, nakapag-share na yung mga tropa pips natin. And of course, let everyone know that this best of 7 is happening.
That's right. Kasi syempre, napaka-explosive, napakaganda ng laban na in-expect natin tonight. And syempre, why not share this stream with your friends? Share the action with everybody in your feed. Go ahead, click that share button. And of course, let's get on with the action for tonight. Of course, we'd like to thank, and of course, we've been thanking them for this entire month, WIC for putting this together. Thank you very much, World Impact Communications. And of course, we'd like to thank mgamer.io for bringing in the comms, bringing in the people, bringing in all the teams towards for this tournament.
Kung di nyo pa nagagawa, download nyo na mgamer.io. But as well, thank you so much to Memo Plus Gold. Para iwas kalimot, take Memo Plus Gold capsule every day. Pure and natural, Bacopa Monniera, be braining good with Memo Plus Gold. And as well, maraming salamat sa Tough Mama. Masaya ang buhay with Tough Mama. Sa quality at tibay, maasahan, nobody's tough like Tough Mama.
For deliveries na hindi kaya ng motorsiklo, choose Hop Movers and enjoy big savings. Download the app and discover great deals for your deliveries. Hop on. Of course, we'd also like to thank AXA. AXA Philippines is one of the largest and fastest growing life insurance companies in the country, empowering people to live better lives. Know you can with AXA.
Thank you so much to iCandy. Get your sweet fab gadget accessories only at iCandy. And of course, thank you to Yellow and Orange. Brighten up your day with only the best home baked goodies from Yellow and Orange.
All right. So people are probably wondering how we got here today. We've been trying out this. We've been here at the WIC Open ever since day one. This was going on ever since October 30, and we've been having a double elimination tournament style format for the entire day. And you can see that our two teams for tonight, Osterforce and Hagdan Bato Trojans, have been fighting it out without any loss for the entire tournament. Okay, parang if ever there would be a loss for them, either of teams today, it would only be today, and that team would instantly fall down to second place. Of course, our winner would be crowned as champion, and they will be winning the cash prize. And here is our prize pool showing up here on the screen.
Wow, lion's share of the 45,000 peso prize pool. 20K going to first place, second place gets 15, and third place gets 10. All right? Hindi na masama. Hindi yan payat. Ganalicious na yan. All right? Once again, this is the very first WIC Open. So in case you guys are looking forward to the next one, huwag kayong mag-alala dahil napakaganda ng reception ninyo dito sa una, more likely magkakaroon ng isa pa. So yeah, ito lang yung huling pasabog ng WIC, ng M-Gamer at ng mga partners natin dito. So yeah, let's get it on. Best of 7. Let's go!
All right, so with that, let's go ahead and introduce our teams for tonight. Wag na natin patagalin pa, and let's get on with our first team. That's right, folks. For our first team for today, it is Osterforce. They are composed of Mart Style, CKY, Kev's Nose, Ben Things, Percent Pound, hashtag, exclamation point, plus aka Kuya Jobert, and of course, Shizcake.
I've seen this team maybe play a couple of Pro-Am tournaments, but going up against them, it's going to be HB Trojans. It's going to be Braden, DJ, Kirby, KK, RB, and Wenz. And Percy, sabi mo nga, no, walang talo tong dalawang teams na to. Looking forward to maybe someone drawing first blood. And it all comes to a head right here, right now.
All right, so na-mention mo nga na you're very familiar with Osterforce earlier on. And on my end, I've seen HB Trojans already play before. So as we move into our drafting stage, I just wanted to ask, anong napansin mo sa Osterforce with their style sa mga nakita mo ng tournaments in the past?
Well, one thing I can say about Osterforce is that they play the metagame. Alam nila kung ano yung current na galawan ng mga professional teams, mga competitive teams, and they do their homework. So I'm not sure if the HB Trojans squad is on the same page, but regardless, I think because of this weekend's competition on the international stage, I'm pretty sure maraming nanood dyan. You know what I'm talking about, the MPL Invitational. Baka dito magbago ang ihip ng hangin. Dito tayo makakita ng bagong strategy and paunahan mag-adjust, no? Right here, the WIC Open, it's still all about how well you can take in these, you know, groundbreaking strategies wherein, guys, ito na, sabihin ko na, sobrang uso ng mga course. Kung dati funnel 131 ang storya, ngayon you can expect anywhere between 2 to 3 cores. Lalo na 3 bans lang per side tayo dito. So now you see the Brody taken out by Trojans. Osterforce takes out the Yuzhong. Feeling ko iniisip na ng Osterforce dito, Percy, since they are on the blue side, ilusot natin yung Benedetta. And I think that's what's gonna happen. Look at this. Either the Benedetta or the Barats, pero most likely Benedetta yan. So mahirapan ng HB dito. If they don't take out the Benedetta, then they're in trouble.
Is that what you've been seeing over the past days? So actually, for the past, if I'm not mistaken, past 2, maybe 3 days here sa tournament natin, sa WIC Open, we've actually been seeing this meta a lot. We've been seeing people pull out maybe 3 cores, 4 cores. Actually, nagtataka kami na bakit wala silang tank, bakit kulang support, bakit puro squishy. But apparently, things are changing. Oh, there you go. Kakasabi mo lang, they banned out the Benedetta. And what are we expecting come out as first pick? Oh, very, this is interesting.
Sabi kasi man, paramihan na lang ng cores. And yeah, real quick, to explain and to understand why this is going on, first, here's the reason why. No? Bakit nga ba biglang 2, 3, baka nga 4 ang mga core ng mga team ngayon is because prior to this, puro team fights ang nagaganap. It's a very
Hmm.
team fight-centric metagame. 4-5 ang galawan. So how do the teams counter that? Now, I heard this directly from the coach of, I believe, Geek Farm Indonesia. Kwento niya sa amin. The way you do this is you play lineups that are very greedy.
Jawhead.
Ano na, abusuhin nyo na.
Your
Dahil
team
since
is
ang gusto
picking.
ng mga tao dito is maramihan team fights, what you do is you play greedy. You own your lane. Essentially, you rotate and you make your opponents waste their rotations. So iwasan mo lang. And I think maganda ang adjustment dito ng HB Trojans. They instead
Alice.
stay close and true to their foundations. They pick up the Cho off lane, Jawhead tank, and then nasagot ito ng WIC. O sige, kami rin, may side lane na rin kami, may support pa, Selena. By the way, Selena, still as great as she always has been for what, 6 months to a year now, always a threat. As we go into the last phase here after ng pick na HB Trojans, kailangan na natin isipin kung sinong core nila. I mean, hindi naman magkakaubusan since marami, and again, marksmen are back. But right now,
Your
ito pa
team
isang malakas
is
ngayon.
stunning.
Si Lapu-Lapu.
Explain to me ulit how exactly Lapu-Lapu is now entering the meta, especially since they've already picked up a Cho, they picked up a Johan. Nagigets ko, baka maging
Your
sport to.
team is
How exactly does Lapu-Lapu come in, especially ever since na-rework siya, ever since revamp siya?
Lapu-Lapu is in high demand because of his dueling skills. Napakaganda ng 1v1 niya kasi he can weave in and out of combat given his 2 styles, especially after the ult. Meron din siyang CC. And what he reminds me of is medyo trifecta sila ngayon eh. Benedetta, Lancelot, and Lapu-Lapu. The difference between Lancelot and Benedetta is medyo may utility si Benedetta. The difference between Lancelot and Lapu-Lapu is may AoE si Lapu-Lapu. But they all kind of want to do the same thing. Weave in and out of combat and they deal just rude amounts of damage. Kaya, ayan, kung may makakalusot, if it's not the Lapu-Lapu, if it's not the Lancelot and it's not the Benedetta, it's the Lapu-Lapu. So ayun, kaya siya ngayon gustong-gusto ng mga tao. And again, he's at home in the side lanes. And side lanes are still very important now. Ang hindi pa yata nagagalaw dito, Tams. Pwede pa mag-Tams ang Austere Force, and there you go. Another core that's gonna be the mid laner, I believe, for HB Trojans, Harith, na again, is slowly coming back into the metagame. Yung mga naka-Lightborn na Harith or yung mga naka-Evos Legends,
Yes.
M1 skin, yan, magdiwang kayo.
All right, now Oster Force picks up the Khalid and the Akai. I don't think they're going to be going with their yung minention mong earlier, single core, pero now they're picking up an Angela here on HP Trojans. Hindi pa nakalock to, but do you think this is what they'll be going with?
Man, it seems like they're too scared, or I don't want to say too scared, negative yun eh. They're just cautious. Game 1, ayaw nilang mag-asim. Game 1, ayaw nilang maging greedy. And again, that's the name of the current metagame when it comes to the competitive scene. But right here in the WIC Open, they have to keep their feet on the ground to establish, a baseline. Kailangan nila maintindihan kung ano nga ba ang dinadala ng kalaban nila, how prepared they are. And I think between these two, parang nagkakapaan sila and they respect each other, and that's a good thing. So now as they lock in this Diggy, I feel like when it comes to the engagements, lamang ng bahagya ang Austere Force, but it's always a safer bet for HB Trojans to go for the counter engage. Kasi nga maganda, meron silang times journey, pwede silang magsayang ng ults ng Austere Force, but then again, we'll see. I do hope that this Khalid pulls through because I've seen Khalids fall off. Tingnan natin kung maganda ang setup ng Rampage Sandstorm into the Arrow or the Hurricane Dance. But yeah, real quick, if you can ask me, Percy, kung sino ang ating brainy good draft pick by Memo Plus Gold, low-key gotta give it to that Lapu-Lapu. Lalo na na-pick up siya ng napakaaga. Well, first half pa rin naman for the side of HB Trojans. We can expect that the side laner is gonna do great things.
All right. And with that, let's see how things will happen right here on the championship stage. First game of our best of 7 series. It's Austere Force versus HB Trojans. And we're now moving into the action right here. All right, so here we are at the center stage where we see both teams moving into a sort of a 1-3-1 format, I'm guessing. Things are still moving as meta as possible. However, here at the top lane, you can see that Braden in his show has already advanced over here. And top lane, it's bottom lane rather. Same thing is also happening. With nice one over there. Looks like the Khalid is in trouble. Mark Style was already reaching on back early on. And now look, this Diggy might be in trouble. Not enough. He's already expended his 3 charges. However, things are also looking hot here on the other side of the jungle of Osterforce. Braden looked like he was in trouble, but however, he's going to be able to move out of that. No problem. And now we have 4 members of Osterforce here in the middle.
First, yung bilangan dito is cooldown. Nagkasayangan na sila ng flicker, nagkasayangan na sila ng flame shot, and I do think both teams would do best to track that. Check in on when it's back up. So yung uptime dito ng mga teams natin, I think they know that they should not be wasting time, and they know that, hold up, look at this. Bentings ng gugulo, adding a few hits on this orange buff at papatol, lalaban ang HB Trojans. Now, back to the early game, the very first few seconds, you saw that both lanes were already cutting. The reason why they do that is so that other lanes can be aggressive kasi hindi mo na inisip yung wave. So at least you're not behind on EXP, and then the other lanes can catch up since they are rotating. Now, real quick, must note si Mart Style dito, he's playing a Khalid like a Hilda. Yung papasok agad, mag-invade ka. So now I'm wondering, bakit hindi ka nila nag-Hilda? I guess they want the more AoE engagement. Hold up! First big fight!
And there you go, first blood goes down to Wenz in his Lapu-Lapu, and just like that, early opening of our Bonifacio Day game right here, going to our national hero. And that one taking out, of course, it was a 3-for-1 exchange here right in the middle. Grabe, ang dami nangyari doon. And I think nakuha nila na the guard was down. They were able to find that, yep, that was the right time to come in. And ganun lang, no? Na-take down ang 3. And Osterforce is looking up. Oh, there you go. Here comes HP Trojans. They are locking down on the Bentings. However, he's able to jump out. And no problem. Mukhang nagsayangan lang sila ng skills dito.
Yeah, and that's as good as you can get for Osterforce. Kahit na sabihin mong hindi ganyan yung exchange, kahit na hindi 3-1, kahit 2-1 lang, basta nagkasayangan sila ng ult, nagkasayangan sila ng oras, that's the best you can do here. Given that the lineup on the side of HB Trojans here wants to earn the mid game. Hold up, another big team fight.
Here you go, Mark Style now in trouble. He's already expelled, and DJ takes him down. No problem, however, Bentings also in trouble. Events takes down the Akai, and Bentings goes down.
Okay, so the story why Mart Styles and Bentings went down is because ang lalim masyado ni Mart Style. Again, fighter Khalid ito, hindi tank Khalid, and he's forcing to play like a Hilda. So, some things just don't match up. Naka-Festival of Blood siya, pero dapat concussive blast yan or even tenacity. So, kahit mag-quick standard ka, delikado. Hold up, another big team fight. Zaman Force dropped in, but it's too late!
Here you go, CKY coming in. He takes down 1. However, the rest of the turtle was actually stolen by CKY. In comes Mart Style. They want more blood, they want more damage, and instead, the rest of HP Trojans will be retreating underneath their tower. And they'll have to move out from that. Nice dodge there from the arrow, and Wenz will just be able to escape from that unscathed.
So far, so good. I do like the fact that HB Trojans are taking advantage of the relative carelessness of Mart Style here. Again, merong disconnect, ladies and gentlemen, dun sa playstyle niya. Pero okay lang dahil yun nga, kailangan nilang i-bait out si DJ. Kailangan nilang neutralize yung mid-game power spike nitong Harith. And I think KK knows what's up. Now hold up. Nice catch here. Hurricane dance sa isa. Braden goes down.
Grabe talaga. I was watching that one, and there was an absolutely excellent use of Hurricane Dance. Talagang napin siya for a very, very long while there, and just really out of place at the wrong time.
I don't think it was something that Braden could have done anything with, since nahuli na nga siya ng Hurricane Dance. And again, it's the perfect place. Parang dalawang pader yan eh. If not the top, the bottom would have gotten you, and there would be no chance for you to pop your kit or your flicker. And just like that, I think nagets na ni Mart Style yung dapat niyang gawin. Hindi na siya dapat magpaka-Hilda. Talagang dapat Khalid ka, kapatid. Khalid, alright? You need to use the right kind of timing for your skills. And so far, nagiging escort siya. Nagiging bodyguard siya. And I think that's the best thing you can do with a Festival of Blood Khalid. And yeah, look at this Bentings. Ngayon, siya, Hurricane Dance sa isa.
And instead, he is able to go down. However, Mark Style is now the one in trouble. He's out in the middle, and KK takes that one, able to take him down. Ang lalim ng lakbay niya, no? All the way deep into the teams, underneath the tower. ng HB Trojans there, and he gets bitten back.
RB, hindi siya makahanap. Nakasalo dito si Wenz ng isa. And that's what we're looking at here right now. Bentings, kahit na 0-1-1 lang siya, it's more of the threat of activation. RB, yes, 0-1 and 4, but he's not jumping on the right people. Here we go, si Bentings nahanap niya. Isa pang Hurricane Dance, dalawang maputulak. Percy, go for it.
And there you go, Jawhead. That actually has to go down. Zaman Force now drop, and Alice takes down, no problem. Takes down 2 actually, and takes down Lapu Lapu as well. DJ takes down Ben Things off the side, and now the rest, however, he's in trouble. Nice force back right there, but no, Kevs knows that he is there, and takes him down as well. Selena doing assassiny things. Moving from his usual button, CKY is a real hero, the real assassin coming in from the side, coming into their jungle, and taking down Diggy. Just like that, KK goes down for the count.
Saya ni CKY, no? Again, with this kind of lineup, there's very little you can do to invade the purple. So that's one way of neutralizing the CKY, or sorry, the Ling, no, on CKY. Kailangan kulitin nyo siya, guluhin nyo yung purple buff niya. But right now, with a Jawhead, yes, but hindi nagawa. And it's too late, I think. 7 minutes in, dapat minute 0 pa lang nang gugulo na yung Jawhead ejector yun sa purple. But right now, Wenz is in trouble.
That's right, here comes the Tempest of Blades coming in, and here comes the rest of the Team CKY cleaning up that one. However, Mark Style and Ben Things are a little bit in deep. However, Kev's knows in the periphery. Looks like RB is trying to pick out a target. However, they know it's just in the brush at any point in time. He could get ejected. Arrow goes out flying, and it looks like they're going to prevent the rest of HB Trojans from taking this tower, and that tower looks like it will go down. That tower takedown brought to you by Hop Movers.
Percy, slowly but surely, ang ginagawa dito ng Austin Forces, pinapaliit yung mapa ng HB Trojans. And this is a point I want to bring up right now early on para makita natin, no? Lamang sa vision ang Austin Force. At lamang din sila sa combat mobility. We'll talk about that after this big team fight.
Because here comes CKY with that Tempest of Blades, taking down KK once more. However, Diggy already expending his ultimate, not being able to get stunned by the arrow there, leaving the rest of the team to come in. And with that, they take down one, but then look at this, they'll be able to take down this purple buff right here. And now this middle tower is in trouble.
Na-choke out na nga, no? Kahit na hindi pa butas, kahit na hindi pa natatrap sa loob ng base nila, ang HP Trojans, alam na Austin Force that they should start stealing buffs, they should start clearing the jungles. And now, back to the point, no? Ano nga ba ang combat mobility? There's two kinds of mobility. That's map mobility and combat mobility. Combat mobility means being able to move in and out of smaller zones. Map mobility means being able to move all the way throughout, making rotations, no? In CKY, he has both. That's the Ling. But also looking at this, you have the Alice, you have the Akai, you have the Khalid na may mga dashes, na may mga jumps na maliliit lang. Kaya dyan sila lamang. I can't say the same thing here for the side of HB Trojans dahil medyo maliit ang galawan eh. You have the Lapu-Lapu, you have the small dashes of this Harith, but it's mostly in the same zone. And now, real quick, after that 2 for none, 3 for none, nagbabadya na ang pagpupush nila dito. Baka mabutas na nga ang base ng HB Trojans.
And here we go. It looks like it's a 5-on-5 with the rest of the teams coming in here. It looks like they will be picking out other targets given na wala ng creeps po dito sa gitna, and so they will not continue with that one. However, tuloy po ang pagbuzz. There you go, Ben Things just jumping in. Hurricane Dance, he's caught out RB, and Kev's Nose takes down the Jawhead. Here comes the rest of HP Trojans. However, nandun lang po sila sa likod ng wall ng base nila, and it looks like Ben Things will be recalling out. And this team fight will be delayed a little bit longer.
Oh, guys, nakita nyo yun. The Tempest of Blades on Ling, I swear, has to... There's gotta be something Muntan can do with that. Did you see how he just cracked the Tempest of Blades? Tapos, iniikot-ikutan niya na yung pader. As in, tumawid siya ng pader. Walang
Yeah, I
dash.
saw that one.
No chance of anything. It's full invulnerability. There's a CC on the way down. And you can dash out as soon as you land if you catch those swords. There's a reason why Ling is still banned these days, even after all of the nerfs. And here we go, another
But
big
here we
team
go.
fight.
Hurricane Dan coming in, and he takes down DJ. And now, where is the rest of the team? CKY takes down KK. And this Diggy is now going to have to go back into key form for a while. He'll be have to come in. Here comes Wentz and RB looking for some retaliation, but then they know they've already overextended their welcome a little bit too much, and they have to go back underneath their base. Astroforce not giving them any time. Eto na po, nandito sila sa gitna. They're pushing their way in. Here comes RB trying to find the target. However, the 4-5 members of Osterforce, Hurricane Dance now coming on in. CKY coming to that one. Percent Pound taking that one. Alice taking down 2. CKY taking down RB. Double kill for double kill. It looks like it is over for Hagdan Pato Trojans. And game number 1 of our championship series goes to Osterforce for game number 1.
In record time as well. Congratulations. Napakabilis, napakapulido ng execution. And real quick, let me see how long did this take. What's the exact number? 10 minutes 50. All right? 10 minutes 50 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Wala pang enhanced Lord. Ni kahit pagbisita sa Lord, di nila nakita. As soon as they saw the chance to penetrate, parang isa o dalawang wave na lang bago nila pinilit at tinapos yung laro. And looking at the final score here, 5-20, di hamak ang ating Brainy Good MVP here brought to us by Memo Plus Gold. Gotta be CKY. Syempre, nagtrabaho din naman dito sina Mart Style and of course, Bentings. Bentings, a lot of the team fights would not have happened if not for those amazing hurricane dances. But real
Ang
quick,
ganda.
ang totoong bayani ang talagang nag-take advantage ng mga sitwasyon na sinet up ng mga supports, mga offlaners. Syempre, CKY on that Ling. Feeling ko, agawin nyo na or iban nyo tong Ling. But then again, that opens up the other cores for Austere Force. Again, this is the dilemma that Hagdan Bato Trojan has.
Okay, given this dilemma nga na kailangan nilang ay counter to, now that we've seen yung early opening salvo ng Osterforce dito, what are we expecting to see? Magre-respect ban ba sila? I know earlier on they banned out other heroes, no? Do you think they'll be maybe giving up this opportunity, especially now that Hagdan na HB Trojans actually will now be on the blue side? First opportunity to pick, first opportunity to ban out as well. So ano ang expected na galawan natin from the side of HP Trojans in order to counter Osterforce?
I think, Percy, HB Trojans here can force the issue. They can play the first pick gambit. Ano nga ba ang first pick gambit? The first pick gambit is essentially, guys, pipilitin mo yung kalaban na mag-ban ng mga heroes na gusto mong gamitin. Alright? So again, we bring back the BBB. Benedetta, Brody, and Barats. Ang gagawin dito ng HB Trojans, we will not ban any of those. If anything, we might ban the Akai, the Ling, the Selena. Kayo na bahala mag-ban dito sa mga problem heroes sa tot. Kung may lumusot, sige, amin yung Brody, amin yung Benedetta. And they should do that right now. I think that's one way for them to get back.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I see. So now here we are, start of match number 2 of this best of 7 series for the championship round right here at the WIC Open. And of course, first to be banned here by HB Trojans, it is our Benedetta, which of course nobody
There
wants
you
to
go.
go. On the other
Your
hand,
team is
Yushong being banned out by Osterforce.
Okay, interesting. This is the direction they're gonna go for. And I guess it's just Barats and Brody that they want to go for. Pero gets ko, Brody. Dun sa tatlong yon, Benedetta, Barats, Brody. Si Brody ang pinakamainit. Pinakamadali. Pinaka 100% na wala lang. Overpowered hero lang siya. Ang hirap sagutin. Bilisan mo lang. Unahan mo lang. And it's the Benedetta who's super finesse. Kailangan mong gandahan talaga yung laro. And here we go. There's gotta be Brody. If not, it's Osterforce picking it up. Let's see what happens.
Going over the past games that the HB Trojans have actually played before, they have tried doing a Brody. It has been happening in their first few picks. However, instead they go ahead and pick the Link.
Aagawin na lang. Alright, that's fine.
Interesting eh. That was really good. Na binaan out nila yung Selena, and since nga first pick nila would be however, to counter back, what is Osterforce? Okay, you know what? Nasagot yung question ko. They pick up the Brody, they pick up the Jawhead. And here's something interesting, or hindi ko alam kung troll lang to, or How viable is this? How viable is itong
He
nakikita natin
hasn't
on screen?
locked it in. I'll tell you now, it's viable, but only with the right circumstance. You have to play against high regen, high HP, capacity heroes, just like Uranus, just like even Esmeralda. No, kahit may shield yan si Esmeralda, I think
Your team
Balmond should still be a good choice. Now instead they go for their mid laner and an off laner in Alice. Still good choices. Not sure if it's the right or the best choices against a team like Austere Force. Dahil, you know, heroes like Tams, heroes with a great amount of lockdown. Hilda, oh, they can still go for Hilda if they wanted to.
is banning.
But again, going into the second phase of banning, yun ang dapat i-choke out ng Austere Force since they are, no, actually they go first. So dapat HB Trojans ang mag-ban doon. So they're trying to answer back on each other.
Now coming into the second round, mukhang nagsalita lang sila, no? On this side, HP Trojans picks up the lane, and the Alice, while Osterforce picks up the Khalid now. And interestingly enough, they could have picked up the Hilda because it was still wide open. Pero instead, they go
Your
ahead
team
with
is
the
banned.
Khalid. Is there, ano yung mga advantages nito? Especially since
Your
naban out
team
rin ang
is
Barats
picking.
tsaka ang Natalia.
Yan. I guess the Khalid is just something that they like. And again, even if the Khalid by Markstyle was playing very odd kanina, nagpapaka-Hilda siya, it's still good. So now, they just leave the Hilda open. So pwede mag-Hilda dito ang HB Trojans. If anything, baka
Your
gusto rin nila
team
mag-back
is
siya.
picking.
Baksha has been picking up steam once more. Parang silang dalawa na lang yata ni Johed. Sila tatlo. Johed, Hilda, Baksha ang pinakamainit, ang in-demand na tanks. So this might just be the mid lane Lunox, and baka mag-tank show sila. Why the Atlas? I don't see it. Atlas X Borg. So there's a basic combo.
Okay.
I see this working. I see how this works.
Oh, and here we go. Final pick of Osterforce. It is the Saber for their last slot. Your thoughts on this lineup? I'm seeing things that I'm not very familiar with.
Yeah.
Then this is not it's not as orthodox as I'd like it to be. Maybe you could help us out.
Ang sa akin dito man, side lane Brody, it makes sense. Now you see the triple core setup from Austere Force, and now they're going pedal to the metal. I'm gonna give our brainy good draft pick, brought to you by Memo Plus Gold here, to Ben Things. Dahil, you know why? It's because it's actually counterintuitive. Mali ang ginawa niya. Kasi nag-triple sweep siya sa Atlas and nag-triple sweep siya against an X-Borg, which is bad juju. But then again, that's why I give it to him because it seems like it's IQ 6000. So yeah, that's my thoughts on this draft.
All right, let's find out whether that is exactly how things will play out for our second match of this best of 7 series. All right, it's already 1-0 in favor of Osterforce, and we're going to find out if Osterforce will take this to 2 or will HP Trojans equalize right after this.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough like Mama. 5 seconds.
And here we go. Both teams are currently in, and we're off to an explosive start right here at the in the game right now. Both teams moving in towards it looks like a 1-3-1 for HB Trojans, while it looks like Osterforce is has spread their teams across heavily on the side of the on their side of the jungle instead. So interestingly enough, we are seeing here Khalid, Markstyle rather, is waiting here in the side, and he's looking to get some early off. Okay, he's able to take that one, and will move over to securing that advantage here in the experience lane. However, up top, you can see HP Trojans, Brayden and KK moving on to Kev's nose. It looks like they want to pressure this Lunox very early on. However, oops, here we go. It looks like we're in trouble as well as RB in this Atlas tries to bring things open. And here we go. Now moving things up, and let's take a look up again at the top lane. Kev's nose coming in. It looks like he's in trouble because Brayden is also equally low. However, here comes Jawhead coming in. However, he's still only level 1. Things are going to be a problem now, and we're going to have to see how things move out from this as well.
Yep, ang ginawa ni Bentings dito is smart missiles muna to help clear the waves. And why is that? Bakit hindi ejector? I do believe it's smart missiles first is because they're going for aggressive rotations. And it's the same concept as game 1, no? Bakit ka magkakat ng waves? It's because gusto mong hindi na isipin, gusto mong hindi na problemahin yung mga waves dahil magro-rotate kayo aggressively. And right now, I do stand corrected. It's not a side lane Brody, it's a mid Brody with a dedicated jungler. It's the Saber. And that's, again, another development, another evolution in the current meta game. Now, big fight, ejector onto RB, they disengage.
And here we go. However, that's really not enough. Here comes DJ coming in. Here comes CKY tying on to DJ. And first blood goes to CKY on that thing. However, here's not enough. Bentings once more. Takes down RB as well. That Atlas goes down. And 2 kills go towards Osterforce. It's opening match. And that early first blood was brought to you by Tough Mama. Looks like it is not yet done because Brody rather takes on one, and Brayden is the one who goes down. Osterforce now off to a very early lead, 3-0 now on the side of Osterforce, and looks like they're still moving on with their aggression on all lanes. Top tower also now in trouble. However, here comes a feathered airstrike. Brody in trouble. He'll be able to move out, however, moving extremely low. Nobody there to follow that up. So it looks like they'll be able to get out. No problem.
Yep, chepi-chepi muna ng outer turret energy shield, growing ever slightly bigger this net lead by Osterforce. Hold up, Bentings, medyo napasama yata in the middle of 4 members. Oh, feather airstrike sa mukha. But here, now we see, Percy, a dilemma. We see a problem for HB Trojans because they're gonna get one down. Nice catch onto KK. Ginamit ang triple sweep. Now, back to the problem. You see how there was just one guy, right? You see that was just Bentings ang nanggugulo doon sa loob ng purple buff. Isipin mo to, first. Kinailangan pa nila mag-ult para mapatay isang yon.
Exactly. And
that was
the
a 4-on-1 and they took what, 5-10 seconds? That might be an issue.
And I think that is exactly what Bentings wants to do. He's just really here to disrupt, really here to, and he's ready to die. Take a look at this emblem. Alam niyang at any point in time, kung mamatay siya, okay lang. And I think that's what we'll be seeing more of him, more aggressive plays from him. Moving on towards this game. However, here comes Kev Snows. He's blocked onto Brayden, and he's able to take him down. However, here comes a feathered airstrike of KK, taking down Lunox rather. Very early on. Here comes CKY as well, now in trouble. He's already used his triple sweep. However, here comes Tempest of Blades. DJ counters back, takes down CKY. Bentings taking down RB right here as well. And it looks like they want more. One more would have done it. And look, nagkulang, nag-back off na konti. And here they go. Even with that airstrike, he still gets taken down. Mortside takes a DJ as well. And those two, I don't know, saan ang galing yun? Off-cam, we weren't able to see Brayden take down another as well. I think they were able to take down DJ, if I'm not mistaken. And here come Kev Snows in retaliation, taking down Alice. And Brayden will have to take a break for some 10 seconds or so.
Percy, here's why, no? Dito yun. Bentings, he is the Jawhead and the Jawhead gets shields. And now I'm wondering, no, bakit ngayon lang bigla naging tank si Jawhead? Ang tagal-tagal niya na may ganyang kit. Also, the way that Mart Style answered from the mid, natakot si DJ. Nakita ni DJ, and again, kudos to DJ. He has good map awareness, but it was too little too late. Mart Style came in strong, and again, that's what the Khalid brings that Hilda doesn't. Amazing damage and even AOE. But what we can say though is naisahan si CKY doon, na-shutdown siya. And now RB could not pop the Fatal Links, caught out between 4 members, and there we see now the denial of the purple. DJ is hungry, and this is how you shut down a Ling. Kunan mo ng purple.
And they are doing it so well because actually kanina pa si Bentings no, na pumapasok here and there trying to disrupt all of that. And without that purple, it's going to be a lot of problems for him, especially since very energy man hungry talaga siya, no?
It's both energy hungry and it just allows for better rotations. Hindi lang siya pang team fight, pang rotation din kasi, and just to really fully work as a Ling. Ang dami mo kasing kailangang isipin, ang dami mong responsibility as a Ling, well, given that your hero is very strong. Now, early take on this push. 6 minutes pa lang, man.
And we're already at our last hour here. Bentings will have to go. Will have to move out. However, Brody finishes up the Alice just off the side. No, wasn't able to catch that one right here. However, tama, very early on, just 3 heroes cleaning up this one, while Khalid was in their jungle trying to pull them away, and CKY was up down, cleaning out the turtle, and here comes the rest of Hagwell. But oh, there you go, triple sweep onto DJ. Ling goes down, and even though there was 4, even though there was 5, these 3 heroes, 1, 2, 3, were able to stave off invasion, and still nakapag-counter pa nga sila.
Yep, and now we see why CKY is playing this Saber. It's layers upon layers of decision making, and I understand now how. Ang gagawin kasi nila dito is, yes, the Brody will shred the X-Borg and the Atlas, and 2, there's Kev Snows. So si Kev Snows ang magpapasabog doon sa Atlas, si Brody ang magpapasabog doon sa X-Borg. Because again, all you need is right clicks. You don't need skills to be able to go through the Faraga armor. And then, saka papasok si CKY. Unless, makita agad ni CKY, si KK, si Brayden, or si DJ. It's amazing because if you're hit by the triple sweep, there's no way you're getting away, even as a Ling. So yun ang play dito, ladies and gentlemen. Kaya okay din si Saber kung lamang ka. And right now, lamang na lamang ang Auster Force by about, what, Percy, 10k gold?
10k gold and 8 kills. This is looking like it's going to be another one of Auster Force's games. And with all of these counters that you've just explained as well, it looks like alam na alam ni Auster Force to. And HP Trojans are now feeling the problems and the brunt of their weakness in their lineup right now. At nahihirapan silang mag-aggro here, and Auster Force at the same time, since alam nila yun, they're just gonna really wait for a good opportunity to come in.
Yeah, kumakatok na sila pero ayaw papasukin ng HB Trojans. Nagbabadya, naghahanap ng Fatal Link si RB.
And here we go, Ben Things actually moved in. Nakita nila may feathered airstrike and pinasok lang niya kaagad. Looks like they're not letting them, they're not taking HP Trojan. Oh, here comes Ben Things comes again, and they're able to flicker out. However, it looks like Ben Things is down low. The tower will actually take care of them. And there you go, Gevsdos comes in as well, takes cleans up the Atlas in mid. And it's now 4-4 once again. However, on one side, RB is down, and the other Bentings is there. Feathered Airstrike was not able to stave off, and they were able to take down the top tower down. That successful tower takedown was brought to you by Hop Movers. Things are, even though things are looking like a fine line, fine balance between the defense and the offense here, mukhang things are really looking towards, swinging towards the side of Auster Force at this point.
Still, there's so much that the side of HB Trojans have to do. They have to figure out how to stop the Brody. Kita mo ba to, Percy, wala silang totoong catch. It's DJ, all in. DJ has to really do his best, and real quick, may mga nakabantay sa likod. If not CKY, di ba? Again, we talked about this. If the Ling is spotted out by the Saber, triple sweep, easy, right? And then there's still Mart style. Talunin mo si Brody, naka-purify pa yan. Talunin mo si Brody, mare-rampaging Sandstorm ka, for sure patay ka rin. Di ba? So there's so many things that the side of Auster Force can do to stop HB Trojans from even trying to get back into this game. Now, an unenhanced Lord marching up top, I think it's just a matter of time. Real quick, what I think they should do here is to focus on just clearing. Extend as long as possible para lang din makaporma si RB. Pilitin nila magkamali ang Auster Force. But right now, I can say the scaling on the side of Auster Force is just super accelerated. Parang 10 minutes pa lang tayo, pero late game na to.
That's right, and as much as they want to bring things into the late game, that's not possible because all towers are down. Looks like they have no choice as the Lord is here as well. Here comes the Fatal Links, and however, that failed as well because CKY takes him down with that sweep. Here comes Rest, here comes Kevsno, taking down Brayden. Alice goes down, and here comes the tower. It's now extremely low, and looks like game number 2 goes to Auster Force, making this 2-0. In just a few more games, folks, we could see that things will probably, however, maaga pa po. This is a best of 7. Things can still go either way. No?
Pinagpapawisan na. Pinagpapawisan na HB Trojan. Sa totoo lang, they're feeling the pressure because, yes, this is a best of 7. So you have 2 more games before things go sideways, before you have to say goodbye to the chance at winning. But, man, the way that Auster Force has been playing, they're sparing no quarter. Alam mo yun, in a best of 7 usually, dito ka lang pwedeng sabihin na pwede ka dito ka pwedeng mag-experiment eh. Dito ka pwedeng tumesting. Pero kahit yung testing ng Auster Force dito sa Saber, which I still do believe is closer to out of the meta than an expected jungler, no? Ang usually nakikita kong jungler dito na dedicated jungler, mga Hellcurt eh. And I think
Right, right.
that's the best choice right now, Helkert. But yeah, right now, the fact that they pick a Saber into an X-Borg and an Atlas, which by the way, one hit deleted towards the end of that game, 10 minutes
Oo
lang
nga.
to. Faster than the first one, by the way, faster than the first one. Just really proves that maybe Osterforce is in a league of their own. I'm scratching at the bottom here by thinking of how HB Trojans can come back. One, I do think they should have stopped the Brody or picked up the Brody themselves. That's one thing I think. Hindi ko alam kung bakit di nila ginawa yun. But real quick, Brainy Good, MVP here, brought us Memo Plus Gold. Can't deny it's our friend here. Percent hashtag exponential asterisk plus equals. Yan, yung Brody. Basta yung Brody natin.
However, as much as that was nice, I also like to commend especially when you broke it down for me, no, yung lineup ni Osterforce countering this HB Trojans here. Parang everything suddenly fell into place after you explained it out for me. Given that now it's going to be magkakaroon tayo ng reversal of sides, no? Now going to be Osterforce on blue side and HB Trojans on red. Do you think na ngayon it's going to be up to the HP Trojans can pull off maybe a reversal now, especially now that they know na ito yung mga cards ng Osterforce, tayo naman ang magka-counter at this point?
Yeah, no. I do think it's more of a matter of knowing your place and stopping the opponent from doing what they want to do. And yes, natanggalan nila ng Ling. But again, the game is all about the cores. So feeling ko talaga, wag mong tignan yung core. Wag mong tignan. Don't target single heroes. If you're gonna target single heroes, do it through the bans, not through the picks. And I hate to say it, but DJ is, I don't know, DJ is maybe a step behind, maybe a half step behind of CKY. And CKY was already playing a Saber, no? Saber, we don't really see Saber as often. So that's just where I stand right here. Ang daming kailangan gawin ng HB Trojans dito. I do hope they are able to pick it up game number 3. At least make it more competitive. That's my hope.
All right, speaking of game number 3, we're going to pause right here for a quick break. When you come back, we're going to move on to match number 3, no? And of this best of 7 series. When we come back, will we see HB Trojans rise up and begin their counterattack? Or will Osterforce and all of their dominating sense dominate this entire series and take this 3-0? We'll find out right after this, right here on the WIC Open 2020.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hello.
Ano nga ba pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural bakwa pamonyera. Lamang ang Brainy Good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Basta home and kitchen appliances Tough Mama Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama Tough Mama Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama Tough Mama Nobody's tough like Mama
Hop movers, biyahe, delivery, panalo sa Hop Movers, extra kita at savings sa backloading delivery, asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hello.
Ano nga ba pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural bakwa pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough like Mama.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are here at the second half, at the second portion of our break here at the WIC Open 2020. The current score is 2-0 out of this best of 7 in favor of Osterforce. Osterforce now showing them what dominating force they are here in the Mobile Legends industry. And you can already see that with their first pick for today, they are looking to go all out aggressive. And so now with me here is Leo, who is shoutcasting with us today and also analyzing this for us. Can you give us a quick breakdown of how things are currently developing with all of these bans and all of these picks, which now that I'm looking at, interesting nga, especially with, look at that. Look at these picks, the bans that HP Trojans have banned out.
Percy, I'm not gonna mince my words. Let me be frank. But yes, si Leo pa rin ako. But let me be frank, it's not looking good for HB Trojans. Mga kapatid, na ilusot ng Osterforce ang Benedetta. What they did here is the perfect execution of the first pick gambit. They did not get rid of any of the Bs. It was the Yuzhong and the Esmeralda. Hinayaan nila ang HB Trojans, which by the way, I gotta give them credit, is still developing. Tinanggalan nila ng hero dito, si CKY, at saka si Percent Pound Asterisk, Brody, but still nakalusot nga yung Benedetta. So this might actually be a side lane Benedetta, which still opens up quite a few options for Osterforce. And now we see HB Trojans throwing back to a few months back, no? Still locking in Roger, who again hasn't seen much play currently or in the recent weeks. Dahil nga ang nauuso, yan, sina Benedetta, sina Brody, even the Core Barats. Alright, Core Barats is a thing, ladies and gentlemen, but I do believe itong HB Trojans Barats na to, side laner to, alongside again another good support, Farsa. Now going into the bans, Lunox, sino pa pwedeng tanggalan dito ng Osterforce tank? Side laners, okay? Alice, this just opens up the map for Osterforce. I'm not sure how HB Trojans is approaching this. Sa totoo lang, if you've gone through those two matches, low-key maybe you might need a miracle. Kasi at every front, man, may sagot ang Osterforce.
Pero you have been saying that there has been a rise of marksmen in the meta nowadays. And I see a marksman here. This is Roger and Popol and Koopa. But I'm not really so sure if this is the right answer towards yun nga. Sabi mo nga, ang very aggressive playstyle ng Osterforce, bringing out 4 assassins rather. Looks like Osterforce wants to make this a very quick game right here.
Yep, and again, there's well, you can say that this lineup on Osterforce is relatively closer to what we've seen in the recent months. No, hindi pa ito yung crazy 3 or 4 core meta. But looking at it, the damage is there. The map control is there. They have, again, an advantage when it comes to combat mobility. And if there's anything I can say about the side of HB Trojans is maganda yung counter go nila, lalo na't meron silang Barats, which can get stacks, and then front line with Detona's Welcome, -1 agad yun. But if I were to give here a brainy good draft pick brought to us by Memo Plus Gold, it's that first pick Benedetta. So totoo lang, the fact na nailusot nila, and again, it goes to a side laner just like Percent Pound, then we can expect great things. It's not an all-in type strategy kasi nandito pa rin yung CKY.
All right, I want to see how things will be moving out for our next game. Will we see more aggression coming from Osterforce, or will we see this counter lineup of Hagdan Bata Trojans take place in this WIC Open 2020 Championships game? We'll be straight into the action right after this.
By the way, Jimmy, this is
Hello.
Ano nga ba pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural bakwa pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
5 seconds till the enemy
And here we
reaches
go,
the
straight into the action. Oster Force moving into the lanes. It looks like Jawhead hanging back here. However, straight up, you can already see that the assassins are all in the lanes. One up top, one in the mid, one down bottom. And things are very interesting. Is this what you've been saying? Na may multiple cores? Ito ba yung meta na pinapakita sa ano right now? Oh, there we go.
Oh
It
wow,
looks like
look at
a
this.
first blood coming.
Asim.
They're able to counter back, and that first blood was brought to you by Tough Mama. It's a 1-for-1 trade, and kitang-kita talaga ang aggression na sinasabi mo. Actually, on all lanes, hindi lang sa top, maybe at sa bottom as well. Mart Style in trouble now. RB and Wenz making this a little hard for them. Maybe 2 more hits would have done it, but then nope, not being able to, and they'll be able to counter that no problem.
First, actually, what I was saying was, truth be told, not like this exactly. Iba pa rin ang approach ko. Pero kung meron akong manonote dito, no, na parang kakaiba, na gustong gawin sana ng HB Trojans, I think, what they're trying to do. Oh, nice catch, the whip, the arrow, and the ejector back under. Pero nag-aasim ng bahagya ang Austere Force. They have taken hits on their Lancelot, and their Benedetta is, back to my point, ang gustong gawin ng HB Trojans, feeling ko hyper push. Tignan mo, how many people are on top and how many people they're sending over. The fact that they have the Roger, the Farsa, the Popoling Kupa, and the Diggy just signals na gusto namin mambasag ng Torre agad. I'm thinking that that's what they're doing, and I'm thinking that's what they hope to do. But so far, aggressive kasi masyado ang Austere Force, kaya ang ginagawa nila, sumasagot. This is good though. This is good kasi nga lamang sila sa kills by 1, but still, I wonder where the farm is coming from. I think it's because of Mark Style. Farm lang siya ng farm, oh. He never left his lane.
And yes, and even though he's fighting against RB and Wenz here, he's still all the way back up. We weren't able to see that one. CKY taking down Farsa right here in the middle lane. And with these 4 assassins in the game, ang feeling ko every single hit is actually possible. They could fight this out all on their own. And you can see up top here, CKY now coming in, RB now down low. Style one's coming in, and with that powerful slam, one more hit will do it. Mark Style takes down RB, and that Diggy will be going down and out for the count.
Yep. Kailangan mag-ult ni Wenz dito para ma-stun si Mark Style. Pero mukhang nag-go pa rin sila.
And here we go. It looks like that Abyssal Arrow misses, no problem. Benting's now coming in. He wants it in. He wants Wenz down now, and he does take out Wenz. And he takes down RB as well. That is a second death rather, on that Diggy. And just like that, the score equalizes out 6-3 here for our match number 3.
Yep, equalizes like back to norm, no? Kasi ito yung expect natin eh. Austere Force ang lamang. And I just noticed, ang ating nabanggit na trifecta kanina, na Benedetta, Lancelot, and Lapu-Lapu, who are, functionally, utility-wise, the same. They're all here. Na-draft na ng Austere Force.
Oh, no, that is actually what is happening, and we are seeing their full mobility here. Na lahat sila talaga ang taas ng combat mobility, ang taas ng engagement. Here you go, just like that. Ben Things takes down DJ, and with that, here comes another export there, and that goes. Barat takes one. Brayden will be able to tank all of that, and maybe take down Kevs. No, actually not. Nice dodge, nice arrow as well, and Brayden will live through all of that.
Oh, RB!
Up top, we weren't able to see that. RB goes down once more, and here we go. We can see Ben Things and Kev's Nose trying to take out Brayden. However, this Barat is just way too tough for them, and Kev's Nose fires back an arrow, dodges it, and he knows makaka-recall siya, no problem. Oh, here we go. That's trap coming in. Hindi talaga makaka-recall ng maayos, so walk down. Up top, we weren't able to see that. Another kill going down here as well. And Mart Style, kanina pa siya, actually off-cam, he took down RB earlier, and now he's taking a Wenz. Mart Style, really in his lapu-lapu, taking down 3 pa nga eh, kasi dalawa pa eh.
Percy, nagulo-gulo no jutsu ng Austere Force ang HB Trojans dito. Kanina pa yan, actually nag-rotate na nga sila eh, Austere Force, dahil may namatay na, tapos may nabuhay, tapos bumalik na rin. And still, Mark Style, this is why you draft the Lapu-Lapu, ladies and gentlemen. He does not care. Every bit of this map is his land. Siya ang chieftain ng mga isla, and right here you can see Mark Style. Look at this man's record, 5-0-1 off-cam. CKY gets KK, and just like that, feeling ko, na-scramble na naman ng Austere Force ang HB Trojans. I'm really feeling for HB Trojans here. They really pulled all the stops. They wanted to play this interesting push gambit, but still, with enough setup, with enough aggression in the early game, I think the Osterforce gang just stopped all chances of a surprise blitz push because not a single turret has been taken down. Nakapag-push pa nga dito si Percent Pound and napipilitan ang HB Trojans na magsama-sama. Look at this, 4 people up top.
That's right. And the Mart Style also takes down another as well. Parang lahat sila taking out their own Mart Style kanina pa yan, defending against 2. And now here, Feathered Airstrike was forcefully cancelled. Top, you weren't able to see that trick just right here. Braden goes down to Percent Pound, exclamation point. And this Benedetta is really I don't know what to say. Parang taas ng damage out niya, and he's just really cleaning up on his own. Look at that. There you go. He takes on another tower takedown. That tower takedown was brought to you by Hop Movers. Looks like every single tower, just like that, another tower down. And hindi na nga sila nakapag-push at all. Things are extremely difficult now for HB Trojans.
Extremely difficult is an understatement. The only reason why I believe they're still not penetrated is because nararamdaman ni Percent Pound dito on the Benedetta that medyo masyado siya maasim. And that's just the fact of the matter here, Percy. And right now, even Benting is in trouble. Pero airstrike dito ni KK, Marcel coming in. They back out. I think they are gonna wait for this Lord. I feel like Lord is the answer here. Or baka nga umabot pa ng isa pang turtle 2 minutes in, I'm not sure. Man, nagmamadali ang Osterforce.
That's right. And another turret down. Actually, that's the last second tower here. But, ooh, look at that. That was a nice ejector right there. Able to take down. Nasungkit pa nga si KK there, And nakuha ni Lancelot there, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, that was what happened. And just like that, mga small pickoffs like this is what's really going to destroy HP Trojans if they're not being very careful about it.
I guess KK, I can't blame him. Binibilang din kasi ng Osterforce ang cooldown ng wings by wings. And again, they have so much tracking, Tracking meaning, pag nakapili sila ng isa, didiretso nila. That's the way here, the lay of the land sa lineup ng Osterforce. And look at this, Bentings survives with the shield.
Close. Yun na lang, and here comes DJ trying to chase him out. Oh, RB takes down Bentings as well. Nakuha pa niyo, from out of nowhere. Actually, ko ma-trace kung saan nanggaling yun. But hold up, here comes Braden coming in. Mart Style is actually invading all the way down. Hindi pa nagamit ang skills here. Feathered Airstrike taking down 1. Percent Pound takes down RB, and that's 2 down for the side of HP Trojans. While Bentings is just currently going back up. Things are as much as they're holding the line here, I'm not sure now how HP Trojans can turn this around without aggressiveness from CKY, just taking down Farsa right at the middle of the base, and Kev's Nose does the same. Braden goes down as well, while CKY catches that double kill onto RB.
Yeah, Percy, nagbabadya ng end dito. I do believe that even on the side of scaling, Osterforce has the better lineup because again, Mart Style can turn into a pseudo core himself as a lapu-lapu. Now, ibabato palikod si DJ, not gonna save you. There's no transformation. There's no way that the Roger would have survived that. CK nagasim ng bahagya, but still, it's 1-2 defenders and wala na, asimin nila diretso sa base. That's gonna be game number 3.
Still, from start to the end, actually all the way from game match number 1, nakita talaga natin na sobrang aggressive ni Osterforce from the start. And we've already seen this time and time again na sobrang bilis, sobrang fast na mga matches natin. I think all of them were all under 11 minutes if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, Percy, they're getting faster and faster. 8:54, ladies and gentlemen. 9 minutes, not even, ang duration ng laban na ito. I think first game, 10:50. Second was like 10:20. This one, 8:54. Osterforce is outdoing themselves. Real quick, brainy good MVP here. Gotta give it out to Mart Style. Again, he was left alone, very independent in his lane. And of course, making the most of the kit of Lapu-Lapu. And looking at the lineup ng HB Trojans, parang isa lang yata ang pwede makapigil sa kanya. Maybe dalawa. Because you have the Barats, Detona's welcome, yes. And then, you have the Diggy, no? Reverse time. But that aside, wala, kailangan mag-ult ni Wenz para mapigilan siya. Isang kagat lang din yun. So, really, I think step one for HB Trojans here to really recover is to reset. Mentally reset. Ayusin natin kahit sa draft. Because this lineup right here, it felt like a lineup of desperation. Kasi nga, yun nga, nakita ko na ito lineup to dati. This is the lineup that is saying, we wanna really demolish one lane. Bubuldozerin namin yung mga tore ninyo. 5 minutes, 2 tore agad. But again, against the lineup that Oster Force was bringing and their playstyle, it's just too aggressive. So, I think HB Trojans need to dig deep, man. Dig deep. Hanap sila na strategy ulit. Or, kung hindi bago, dapat yung komportable sila. Yung alam nilang kakayanin.
It looks like this could very well be our next match, rather, could very well be the last match of the game. Match point na po tayo already for Oster Force. And with this 3-0, they have a very comfortable lead. Ladies and gentlemen, I can only imagine the pressure that HB Trojans might be currently facing, knowing that they have to win all 4 consecutive games if they want to reach the championship and go home with this 20K prize of the place. Pero syempre, hindi naman masama na nakapag second place sila. But still, the pride is there. Yung karangalan no, na maging unang kampiyon ng WIC Open 2020 is there. And if HB Trojans doesn't do anything to turn this around, this could very well be Oster Force for this. Interesting
Team is banning.
ban out here.
I'm not sure where the ban was. HB Trojans did not ban, but I guess we'll move along. No, we'll move along. I'm not sure kung sadya yun or again, I'm sure hindi. Kasi nga, it all ends here, Percy. This is match point.
Baka may strategy sila no na hindi na pa natin naiisip. It could be something like that. By giving up one ban, opens up the pool for them as well. Lalo na since first pick sila, could bring in more banned out heroes into the pool since HB Trojans are first to pick. So,
okay. If that's the case, dapat dito, Brody na. If not, they're in trouble. This has to be the Brody. All in.
All in.
Kasi kung hindi, Oster Force gonna get the Brody.
I agree. This is how it should be. I would agree.
One way or another, it's gotta be the Brody, man. Ganun kalupit si Brody, by the way. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason why Brody's so strong is, again, 1, he has great damage output. 2, his damage output throughout each phase of the game is amazing. And 3, that's broken for a marksman. Kaya ang marksman nababalance, ladies and gentlemen, dahil early game usually mahina yung mga yan eh. Pero si Brody hindi. And he has dashes, he has mobility too. So that's what makes it broken. So again, already to a great start. HB Trojans, this is their comeback, I hope, by picking up the Brody. Pero makukuha pa rin dito ng Oster Force ang kanilang core of choice and support, leaving open though the Barats. I wonder what the play here is. Pipilitin kaya ng HB Trojans ang Barats?
Rightly so, na-pick up tong Selena, no? Selena ni HB Trojans here. Early counter to for ni Farsa. And instead of picking up the Parats like you were expecting, instead they pick up a Cho to help round out their lineup. Not sure Oster Force will they want to pick up pick this one up instead, and yes they do.
Is banning.
Looks like this one's going to be going to Mart style if I'm not mistaken.
All right. So this is okay. Coverage ang ginagawa dito ng HB Trojans. They want to be able to flex, meaning hindi pa nila ipinapakita kung ano nga ba talaga ang mga heroes na lalaroin sa mga posisyon na to. And of course, they just have overall map vision. So, I think they want to go for scaling as well. Gusto nilang alagaan to, si Brody. They want to make sure that the Brody will reach late game and be strong enough to be a threat later on. Now looking at the bans, for the first, well, I did not expect Oster Force to do this, but one of their favorites, Khalid, taken out. March style special, and there's the Jawhead. So walang tanke ngayon ng Oster Force. Kasi posible rin magtangke ang Cho dito ng HB Trojan. Now we might start to see the back siya.
Could be, but instead they pick
Or
up
the
their
Akai. I keep forgetting Akai is good these days.
Yeah, actually, Osterforce has been picking up a lot of Akai. I was at the start actually of the entire tournament. I was very surprised na, oh, Akai is back in the meta, pero apparently, ang lakas niya ngayon.
Mm-hmm.
Lakas niya
Ladies
ngayon.
and gentlemen, Akai is back. There's a side laner coming out for HB Trojans. I think it hasn't been locked in. No, don't do this. No, wag. Don't play with my feelings.
A double fighter assassin here. Baka ito
Ano
yung...
card? There you go. Okay,
There you
they
go.
need of course. So side laner
Your
nga.
team
Side laner, ladies and gentlemen, dito ang ang Brody ni Braden, and DJ is gonna be playing the Lancelot, closing it up with the Tams. Okay. So far, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is as fair a fight as it's gonna get. This is gonna be a tank show. They're going for isolation. Ang mga gustong hulihin niya dito, Ling, and of course, the Farsa. But again, that alone is bad. But if you're gonna ask me, Percy, who my brainy good draft pick would be, Bratos Memo plus Gold, again, the fact na naipilit nilang Brody, and for the first time in 3 or 4 games, well, no, 2 times pa lang naman yata nilang na-let go ang Brody. I'm glad that the HB Trojans are learning and they pick up the Brody. That's my pick.
All right. Now that we're here at match point, will we see the crowning of the first champion of the WIC Open, or will HB Trojans claw their way back up and snowball their way into a win? We'll find out right after this.
Hop movers, biyahe, delivery, panalo sa Hop Movers, extra kita at savings, sa backloading delivery, asenso ang negosyo, sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento, sa Hop Movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo, sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento, sa Hop Movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.
All troops deployed.
Taking this opportunity to remind everybody to go ahead and share the stream and invite your friends to go ahead and like this, because it's especially a nice match as we see 4 heroes on the side of HB Trojans coming in straight off into the mid, and Braden chasing down Ben things like there's no tomorrow. It looks like Braden wants Akai to go down here and now, but instead of chasing him down, he just backs off instead and moves to a different lane.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's do or die. HB Trojans. Gugustuhin na nilang ilabas ang lahat ng ipinaghanda nila. They have to really force this, man. This is their only chance. And every match from here will be their last. Oh! A little messy for Osterforce's tank, Ben Things. Ano nangyari doon? I guess he tanked too much. Nabisita sila sa loob ng buff dito ni KK and the rest. Oh, at
I
least
think
they're giving CKY a hard time.
I think he was already low to begin with. If you remember, it was that Brody who chased him off, no? I think in order to save time, rather than just go home, mag-recall na right there and then, pagkakamatay na lang sa creeps, and actually, because ayaw niyang ma-first blood, and said, here he goes, Kev's nose, takes down Braden, and that first blood was brought to you by Half Mama.
0-1 so far. Kahit na unang namatay si Ben Things, technically, first blood still goes over to the Osterforce squad. Nice takeout by DJ. Oh, mahuli. Percy, I think HB is coming back strong.
Oh nga, that was a nice arrow right there, almost point blank if I'm not mistaken, and still nakuha pa. Oh, there you go, speaking of which, nice arrow there, CKY now down low, there we go, Tempest of Blades, but here comes DJ, one more could have done it, however, nag-finch poise po siya up into the tower, and that arrow didn't hit either.
Sidestep sa pader.
Sidestep pa nga niya po, no, right there, and it looks like he'll be able to get away. However, HP Trojans is not stopping. Daytona's welcome right at the tower, but here comes the rest of the team. Braden down low. DJ Mark Style takes to that one, but DJ goes ahead and cleans that up well. That's now 3-2 on the side of HB Trojans.
I think it was a worthy trade, man. Daytona's welcome. Flicker under the turret. Now bugbog dun si Braden. And of course, that's what you do against the Brody. You just beat him up as early as you can. And so far, Osterforce is jockeying for position once more, looking to dominate in the early game. Medyo nagkasinit si CKY, Tempest of Blades. He's gonna take out one and survive. Go out along the way. And again, si Braden. Si Brayden na naman po ang pinapressure dito. Whether he go from top to mid, at least 3 minutes pa lang, I think next thing here is he should start trying to go down, bottom. Palit sila. Tapos si Tams na lang ang kaharap niya kasi ang hirap ng top lane din eh. Threatening. Again, every time Detono's Welcome is online, it's trouble for this Brody because he only has so much time to pop the Purify. Iisipin niya pa yan. Because again, long cooldowns of Purify, now hinahabol si Bentings, Hurricane dance away.
And here we go. It looks like another fight will occur here underneath the tower. CKY and %Pound is in trouble. However, Turtle is actually is secured by CKY, but he's in trouble. KK takes him down. And just like that, the Turtle buff didn't last very long. Mart style, now Daytona's welcome. Another RB is down low, hindi pa natapos there. KK takes down Kev's nose, and RB will be able to survive on that. %Pound takes down KK, and he will be able to escape. DJ needs one more, and he does take down %Pound. Killing spree now onto them. Brayden now in trouble. Mart Style takes him down, but here comes DJ. DJ wants Mart Style. He does take him down, and Pen Things is the only one left right here in the middle. RB spots him out. He could take him, but no, instead, he will jump straight back underneath the tower.
Mahaba yung team fight na yon. It was very long, drawn out, sustained. And I think the reason why nakalamang doon ng bahagya ang HB Trojans is because I think Auster Forces, the target prioritization was a little off. They were so fixated on taking down Brayden, on neutralizing the Brody, that they may have missed out on DJ. Now there's another takedown on the bottom lane, and so far, pumaporma na ang HB Trojans. I'm liking what I'm seeing.
But instead, they're able to fire back here. Auster Force taking down, just like that, Brayden as well. And with the score now, 0-4, it looks like ay na siya dito sa ano na to. However, Bentings takes down DJ. Ooh, that was a bad loss for Hagdan Bato Trojans right there, losing their core to Bentings and Kev's nose.
So far, so good here for the side of HB Trojans. Lamang pa rin sila. Sa kills, pero looks like Mart Style looking for one. Detono's welcome sa pader.
And I think he'll be able to get out of this one. No problem. Actually, I take that back. It looks like he does escape from that one. And now Kev's nose firing back with Feathered Airstrike, trying to push people out. And he is able to prevent things more coming in. However, DJ is the one who goes down to that. Several stuns thrown in his area, and he gets caught up by crowd control. And with that, things are now, the score is now equal here. But in here, from this one, but then CKY wants KK down. Brayden says, nope, not giving you the chance. Here comes Feathered Airstrike and takes down Brayden. This Brody is in trouble, and RB might soon follow. So will Wenz, because here comes the Thams. Here's Angry, and Ben Things, along with %Pound, takes down Wenz. And just like that, both heroes dying right in front of the third tower.
Napakagaling mag-cellphone ng mga taga-Auster Force, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mobile Legends, and they know how to play this game. Bentings gonna go down here. Makakaisa dito si RB, but it is traded out for DJ, which is always a good deal. Kapag tangke nawala, pero yung kabila core ang nakuhanan, you always take that trade every single time. So Percy, I think really the game that Auster Force playing is so different from the game that HB is playing. Kita mo to? Brayden is now 0-5-5. They're just shutting down all options here. All chances for scaling at muntika na nga si Wen. He survives with just 1 HP.
Ult is not ready.
And just like that, they're all on all towers. Actually, another tower taken down up top by Ling. That tower takedown brought to you by Hop Movers. And it now looks like they have no HB Trojans, has no choice but to stick together this entire time. Which, nice arrow dodge right there. KK will be able to back out from there. CKY will easily clean up that middle lane tower. And now that all towers are down, including this bottom lane one, it's now all up to the final lane defense. I've seen this before. Nakita ko na to sa game number 2, and it didn't end well for HP Trojans. Will they be able to hold this as Bentings comes in with his Hurricane Dance while CKY and %Pound clean up the tower? Wenz tries to come in. Here comes the Tempest of Blades, and CKY takes down Wenz. DJ takes down one. There go Phantom Execution. Bentings has to escape. Here comes a Feathered Airstrike. And here comes DJ trying to kill him. Double kill now onto Bentings. And Bart Style cleans him up.
Attack the turtle.
To actually shut him down right there.
Again, Another good trade. Basta kasama si DJ, parating mamamatay si Bentings. They know that much. They know this. And now Marcel naghahabol. Percy, nabuhay pa rin yung Torre. So this is good for HB Trojans, but still not great. It's good, not great. I think they can still hold on.
And it looks like holding on is exactly what they'll have to do as Turtle is taken out by CKY. That will take down Rati by Tough Mama. CKY wants his tower, and the HB Trojans will not give it to him as well. Ganda ng mobility ng Ling onto CKY. You see that pinoke lang niya that once, provoked the entire HB Trojan team and like really moved away like it was nothing.
Yep, that's the strength here of the lineup. And I think naintindihan ng Austere Force na combat mobility is king. Now Bentings catches one. That's going to be a surviving KK gets away. Man, na-combo na ng dalawa. Pero that just shows that HB Trojans now is in better shape than they ever was in this series, no? The fact na naka-build ng items and support nila. But still, this team fight waiting to happen. Nabutas na nga ang bottom lane.
And here we go, just like that, Feathered Airstrike onto Brayden from the backline, able to take him down, and HB Trojans has to move back now while the tower bottom up the mount is taken down. However, here comes the rest of Austere Force taking down the mid and now top as well. The only tower left is this final one. They have to make a final stand here as Feathered Airstrike comes up. Phantom Execution flies out as well. Here comes a Hurricane Dance trying to catch out the rest of HB Trojans, and another one will go down. RB goes down just like that. Brayden will come up online in just a few seconds. Tempest of Blades comes in while CKY boots away from that, and so does Wens. Here comes Brayden to the rescue. However, that is not enough. Here comes the Feathered Airstrike having to push back Brayden once more. Here comes KK. They're now alternating between the KK. Takedowns. Kev knows. Right beneath the bottom as well. And it goes down to Mart Style. He gets taken out. It looks like it's 4-4 right now. And Austere Force is not letting up the advance. Oh, here comes RB. He's able to wave the dragon, bringing in Mart Style right into the tower, and he shuts him down right there. And Percent Pound now will have to run, so will CKY. Here comes RB. He wants more. He has to fight back. However, we also need to remember the creeps are there in the way, preventing HB Trojans from moving forward as far away as they can, giving Austere Force a chance to reset this and go back home to regenerate.
Right here, right now, the goal for Austere Force, their number one priority is Lord. And I think hindi na sila magpapatumpik-tumpik pa. They might just go ahead and take this unenhanced Lord because they know that, wow, in the matter of a minute or so, binutas nila ang lahat ng lanes ng HB Trojans. And again, this is looking good. This is the longest game we've seen so far, Percy. This is the longest game we've seen so far. But still, HB Trojans, they're hanging by a thread. They need more than just, you know, scrappy trades like this. Kailangan nilang makakuha ng shutdown kay CKY. Kailangan lang ma-shutdown one more time si Mart Style. And look at this. I did not notice. Mart Style was getting a lot of kills. Siya pala ang may sala kung bakit hindi makaporma si Brayden.
That's right, and because of that, he is being on the top 3. And here we go. It looks like Devsno takes down Brayden once more. This is the nth time that this Feathered Airstrike has reached the backline and taken down Brayden. However, DJ is not letting them happen. Here they go. Whether CKY takes him down, I am the only. And with that Lord swing, our first ever WIC champions is none other than Austere Force.
Ladies and gentlemen, the most dominant series, the shortest series possible we've seen all tournament long. Very well deserved. Maraming salamat sa performance ninyo, HB Trojans. Pero ang tunay na kampiyon dito, ang pinakaunang kampiyon ng WIC Open 2020, and of course, taking home the lion's share of our prize pool is Austere Force. Wow.
Wow, indeed. And wow, what a game, no? Ang daming nanggadap doon. Ang daming things na nangyari. And all I saw was the aggression of Austere Force from start to end. I saw some signs of life from HB Trojan. So at the start, syempre, strong start. Towards the middle, pabalik si DJ. But then Austere Force talaga, they just really steamrolled everything. And I don't know, helping them back here as well. But hindi na convert, no? I thought DJ was doing well. Akala ko ito na yung beginning of the comeback ng HB Trojans.
No, Percy, it was, yes, I agree, the longest game so far, 11:30. But just the same, it was a messy game. It was the one game that I think HB Trojans had the best draft, but just the same, may sagot pa rin ang Austere Force. And because of that, even if Austere Force also was a little messy, hindi ko alam kung pagod to or talaga alam lang nila, ramdam nila deep inside of them that they are going to win this, that they are going to get this game done. They allowed themselves to play this way. So yeah, no. By all means, this is well deserved for Austere Force and HB Trojans. I think this I hope that this just how do you say, encourages them to train a little more. Panoorin nila, tutukan nila tong Austere Force. And I do hope this is the birth of a rivalry between these two. If not, then more power to Austere Force. What's next? The professional scene? Hoping to see them in the big leagues.
And speaking of seeing them real soon, I do believe that we have an interview with the champions, no less, no? And we're gonna set them up in just a bit. So our director will be setting things up. We're gonna pause for a quick break, and when we come back, we hope that you guys can stay tuned because we want to know exactly their insight, how they felt, no, from the start of the WIC Open all the way till to the end, how their journey started, and of course, we want to ask them so much more. So don't go away. Stay right here on the WIC Open, and we'll be right back with our champions for this tournament, none other than Austere Force. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Ayan, ladies and gentlemen, here we are with the champions. No less with us here is Osterforce. And first up on the cam is none other than their captain, Ben Things. Grabe talaga, we've watched you since day one. Sobrang excited. And before we ask our questions, so, konting favor naman para rin makita ng mga viewers natin at lahat ng mga nanonood right now sa WIC Open. Pakilala naman kayo, IGN position, tsaka IGN position, tsaka real name, or real name, IGN position. Yan.
Ako po si Ben Tings, tank po and captain ng Auster Force. Bali, ang real name ko po is Ben Maglaki.
Ben nga.
Ben nga. Oo. Next.
Oh, Mark, go to Mark.
Shy ba? Shy?
Ako po si Romar Incognito, bali IGN ko po, Mark Style.
Si Mark Style. Oo.
Tuloy ko po off-lane.
Oo.
Offlane siya.
Siya yung malupit na kalid. At saka yung nangangain na barats. Yun. Flicker to na welcome.
Ako po si Kebs de Gala, IGN ko po is Kebs na sa po mid support ng Oscar Force.
No, ikaw yung me. Oo, alala. Okay. Kev's knows. Right. Sige, gusto pa.
Ako po si Maki Chowa, ang panel ng Auster Force. IGN ko po ay CKY.
Si CKY. Men, mukha siyang Ling user. Sabihin ko lang, mukha magaling.
Mukha talagang Ling user eh. Yung hati sa gitna. Ling user yan.
Brand niyo po, offlane ng Auster Force. IGN, hindi maintindihan.
Okay. Nag-cast ako. Nakita dati, men. Yang jersey mo, nag-cast ako dyan dati. Kaya pala, men. Batak to.
Ulit yung pangalan niya. Sorry.
Siya si Asterisk.
Yung Asterisk po. Oo, pangalan mo para sa susunod na WIC, di na puro asterisk plus equals. Or asterisk na lang talagang tawag sa'yo.
Asterisk na lang daw po.
Okay, is that si Cheesecake ba nandyan? Yung 6-man nyo, si Cheesecake.
Ano si Cheesecake, man?
Si Cheesecake. Ano na? Gawin, tawag ka.
Ano si Cheesecake?
Ayan lang po.
Yan.
Cheesecake, easy money.
Easy money.
Ang gugulo.
Gan. Grabe talaga.
Tara, pupakan ko lang.
Oy, baka nag-CR. Huwag niyong guluhin. Oy.
In-game po kasi.
In-game. Okay.
Tira.
Bumaba pa.
Hoy!
Nakatastay pa.
Patik siya ko. Ang cute niya eh. Ay, dahil po, ito si Cheesecake.
It's Cheesecake. Busy naman pala. Busy kaya hindi nakasali. Hindi
Busy
napaglaro.
po. Walang damit.
Ano sabi niya na easy money siya, no? Yung mga kasama niya. So, from day 1 to day 14, siya easy.
Support.
Kaya naka-easy, walang ginawa.
Pero syempre, balik tayo sa buong team.
Nasa si Bentings. Kick up tayo kay Cap. Yan.
Ayan, balik tayo kay Cap. So, kamusta yung experience, no? Kamusta yung experience nyo na sumali kayo sa month-long tournament na to, ng WIC Open, na kamusta yung experience? Nadalian ba kayo? May natututunan ba kayo? Especially since very interesting yung timing ng WIC Open. Kamusta yung feeling?
Bali, ayun po, sobrang ganda po ng tournament. Kailangan po talaga bawal kang matalo sa umpisa pa lang kasi hindi ka na po makakaabot sa upper bracket finals. Wala na po siyang pinaka-up. Pag natalo ako po, battle for third na po. Kaya ginawa po namin, araw-araw po kami nagpa-practice. Dinoble po namin yung effort namin. Hanggang para makarating po kami ng finals.
Ayan. We also wanted to ask, no, aside from araw-araw kayo nang practice, may mga ibang preparation ba kayong ginawa? May mga nag-aral ba kayo ng strats? Siyempre, kita namin na lahat kayo nandyan sa bootcamp, nag-uusap kayo, nagpa-plan kayo ng mga bagong rotation, bagong meta.
Yes po, bali, every nakakalaban po namin, may mga coaching staff po kami dito, may mga analyst po kami. Bago po namin sila kaharapin, alam na po namin yung mga ginagamit nila sa tournament, yung mga laban po nila sa past tournament, nire-review po namin yun. Lahat po, hindi po namin ina-underestimate yun.
Yan,
Kaya dahil po lahat ng nag-ML marunong. Bali
yan.
sa strategy po, marami po kami napanood na mga, especially po yung MPL Invitational, kumuha po kami din ng mga strategy para magamit po namin sa finals.
Omsim, yan. Medyo napanood ka na yun eh. Nandun tayo eh. But real quick, no, Cap, tanong ko lang sa'yo ah. Since panalo naman kayo, pwede mo nang ibulwag sa amin. Sa team para to sa mga fans ng Oster Force, para lang mas lalo na lang makilala yung Oster Force. Sino pinakapasaway sa bootcamp?
Pinakapasaway po si Asteris po. Antukin po siya, antukin. Nagpa-practice tulog.
Pero okay lang, malakas naman siya mag-Brody eh. Okay na yan. At saka malakas din mag-Benedetta. Magaling.
Plain marksman po namin.
Okay. So ano yung feeling ngayon na syempre kayong panalo, nag-pay off yung hard work nyo. Syempre, months of preparation ditong pumunta sa para manalo sa game na to. Kamusta ang ano yung feeling na kayong nagwagi dito sa unang WIC Open? After months of preparation, kayo ang nagwagi.
Bali, po, sobrang solid po. Mas lalo pa po namin gagalingan dahil nakikita po namin yung sarili namin na araw-araw nag-i-improve para po sa susunod po na mga qualifiers for MPL po. Yun po yung talaga pinag-aandaan namin.
Yan. Looking forward talaga. Yun yung gusto ko sa mga champions talaga na it doesn't stop here. Meron pang susunod. This is my last question pero Leo, kung meron ka pa, go ahead. Sige. Question ko sa akin, anong gagawin mo sa 20K?
Ang gagawin mo
25? 25 sila.
Bali,
20, tama, 20.
Bali, yun po. 20K, ano po, iiponin po para po sa darating na Pasko. May mga pera po.
Siyempre, pamilya iniisip. That's good. Okay, Ben, things. Real quick, before we let you go, again, congratulations, man. Swinip ninyo ang inyong mga kalaban. Feeling ko, magandang build-up. Nagre-ready na kayo para sa MPL Qualifier Season 7 coming up real soon. Pero before we let you go, syempre mag-celebrate na kayo. Shoutouts at mga pasasalamat ninyo, guys, as a Team Oster Force. Go ahead.
Bale, unang-una po, salamat po kay Lord sa mga supporters po namin, sa girlfriend ko po, sa family ko po. Sa mga boss po namin, Boss Mark, Boss Oliver, and Boss Iber, thank you so much po. Sa mga coaching staff po namin, kay Coach Conrad, sa mga kasama niya po na sumusuporto sa likod niya. Tapos, nagpapasalamat po kami sa WIC sa napakalaking tulong po, napakalaking experience para po sa preparation sa mga darating pang malalaking tournament. And lalo na po sa M-Gamers, maraming salamat po sa application na nagagamit po namin.
Alright, sige, stay right there, Oster Force. And with that, syempre as champions, dyan lang muna kayo and join us as we close off the WIC. So of course, here we go. Last notes before we go. Syempre, ang Diamond Search natin, winner for the week number 3 will be announced on Facebook. So yun, sa lahat ng mga nag-share, lahat ng mga nag-like, lahat ng mga nag-share and like at the same time, may chance pa kayo manalo. Habulin nyo na to dito, right here sa stream na to. And the winner will be announced on Facebook. Of course, let's also congratulate our second place winners. This is, of course, none other than Hagdan Batro Trojans. And of course, none other than Team Work as well. Of course, as we close off, we'd like to thank, of course, WIC, that's World Impact Communications, for putting this together. And of course, to mgamer.io, go ahead and download this app, and you might see yourself in the next WIC Open as well.
We would also like to thank our partners dahil kundi dahil sa kanila hindi nangyari itong tournament nito, hindi nyo nakita kung gaano kalupit ang Austere Force. Maraming salamat sa Memo Plus Gold. Para iwas kalimot, take Memo Plus Gold capsule every day. Pure and natural. Bako Pamonyera, be brainy good with Memo Plus Gold. Maraming salamat rin sa Tough Mama. Masaya ang buhay with Tough Mama. Sa quality at tibay maaasahan. Nobody's tough like Tough Mama.
Let's also thank Hop Movers kasi with them, extra kita, extra savings sa mga deliveries with Hop Movers. Download Hop Movers Senders or Hop Movers Captain app and discover great deals. Hop on sa Hop Movers. We'd also like to thank AXA. AXA Philippines is one of the largest and fastest growing life insurance companies in the country, empowering people to live better lives. Know you can with AXA.
And of course, thank you to iCandy. Get your sweet Fat Gadget accessories only at iCandy and the Yellow and Orange. Brighten up your day with only the best home-baked goodies from Yellow and Orange. Yan, mukhang magsisimula na yata yung party doon sa Austere Force Bootcamp.
And syempre, we'll also be celebrating as well because we'll be seeing you guys next time, maybe for the next WIC Open. Looking forward to that one. Leo, thank you so much for joining us here as well. Thank you for hosting and shoutcasting from day one to day championship. And hope to see you at the next one as well.
Yappy. Isusulat yan, naisusulat. Ladies and gentlemen, once more, this has been the WIC Open, the grand finalists, the grand champions. Nandito, Austere Force. Guys, saan ako magbubuk? Game na ba? Take us home, Percy.
All right, with that, thank you so much and see you at the next WIC Open. Good night, everyone, and see you at the next one.
By the way, Jimmy, this is Ano nga ba pangalan nito?
May nakalimutan ka ba?
Good memory makes a difference. Memo Plus Gold, pure and natural bako pamonyera. Lamang ang brainy good.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Memo Plus Gold ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Basta home and kitchen appliances. Tough Mama! Magaan ang buhay with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Masaya ang pamilya with Tough Mama. Tough Mama! Nobody's tough like Mama.
Hop Movers! Hop Movers! Biyahe, delivery, panalo sa Hop Movers, extra kita at savings sa backloading delivery. Asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Sa Hop Movers, up to 50% dagdag kita kada biyahe. Up to 30% savings for senders on backloading.
Asenso ang negosyo sa Hop Movers, safe ang kargamento sa Hop Movers.
Hop on sa Hop Movers. Visit hopmovers.com now.